I don't know where you find yourself as a crafter, but if you sit down with that blank card and you're trying to create something that's quick, easy, and elegant, and you just don't know where to get started, I like to go back to my basic and decorative dies. Today I'm going to share some of my favorite designs. Join me and we'll learn lots of versatile tips that you can quickly and easily pull together for that card that you, your friends, and family will love. To get started, we're going to use the Diamond Basics and Eyelet Diamond Die. These two work perfectly together and layer so that you have those beautiful offsets. So to get started, if you just look at some of these examples, the combinations are really, you can do so many different ways just based on how you layer and cut those. To get started, this is the very basics to using, say, cut out an A2 card size panel, a decorative paper in the background, and choose the diamond that you think fits well with the card size that you chose. So I'm just doing a plain one from the Diamond Basics, and I'm going to cut that opening right into the center of the card. If you wanted to measure, you could totally do that as well. So we're going to lay that down into our plates, run that through the machine, and we'll cut that out. Then when that comes out, you have that opening in your card center so you can stamp an image on the inside if you wanted to. This is for I like to pop a sentiment in, or you could choose to do like a decorative diamond die from some of the rest we'll show in just a little bit. So just fold your card, you have that beautiful window opening, and then you can do different combinations on the top. You could do a combination like this on the top, and you could 3D that with some foam dots. Or if you wanted to do a larger one, now this opening has not been cut in the center yet, but you could do like an eyelet one and say you're doing a 5x7 card or a 6x6 card. You could always do something that's layered with multiple pieces cut and just cut that opening in the center so you have that really decorative, beautiful piece. So again, you can cut openings in the card, you can do various different designs and layering. So this is like the basics just to get you started, and then we have some decorative dies that pair beautifully with this as well. The Lacy Diamond Die is designed to layer with the basics and the eyelet, but it has this beautiful lacy effect plus a couple smaller diamonds that nest on the inside. So with the way this is designed, you can do lots of different cuts just based on how you layer that. So just think about this on the edge of a card or having it come in from two sides. At the end, I have some gorgeous samples that will get more close-up looks of that. To get started, I'm just going to show you how we can quickly and easily cut this out. So we are going to take just the basic die, run that through. When you're running this through your machine, since it has a pretty intricate pattern, for myself, I like to put that into the two plates and put what I call a shim on top. Run that through your machine and we'll die cut that out. So you'll bring that out of the machine and you can just pop that right out of your die. Now this one you'll see has an opening, and that's just because I had layered this die in the center when I ran that through. So you can go ahead and just pop that out and just use your Spellbinders tool-in-one to just brush right around those edges to kind of start popping that out. And then I'll use my little stylus tool to just kind of grab those edges up there on the top a little bit as well. So we'll go ahead and just kind of pull that out. Grab that and just kind of softly pull it. If you wanted to use some wax paper in there, you could as well. And that comes out very, very beautifully. So you have two different styles of cuts. If you leave that closed, you would use it on a card with no opening. If you keep that cut open, you can just layer it on the top like this. So completely different options. If you have a card that is closed in the center, you can also go ahead and just snip this diamond apart And you can do some fun patterns across your card front panel. So if you can imagine like your card front panel, you could have a diamond coming down like that. You could do multiple patterns. If you have something that's large, you could have it come in from the opposite side. So you have different variations of designs, and we'll show you more at the end with finished samples of that as well. So various different options just based on how you layer those. The Diamonds and Lace die is the 4th die in this set. Super versatile. It has 5 pieces and it allows you to do lots of different combinations when cutting it out. So you can do those openings in your cards and you can pair it together to create beautiful, beautiful background accents. So you can do edges, you can pair it together something similar like this. Think your 5x7 cards, you can cut it apart, use it on a smaller card as an opening of a flap. So we will get started by showing you how I like to cut it out. So I picked one of the center diamond dies, and then I added the big one on the top. We'll just add that on our white piece of cardstock along with a shim, run that through the machine, and that will just cut that right out for us. When that comes out of the machine, I always like to double check, hey, did everything cut out well? Do we need to run that through again? So you'll see that the tops and bottoms of this one are not cut out. So what I'll do is I will see if my plate is wide enough to rotate it so that that lace is going through the opposite direction. So we'll pop that in. The die is now going the opposite direction, and I'm going to put 2 pieces of cardstock on top. Now, I wanted to make sure that that cardstock is covering my die. Let's do this. I like to make sure it's even so it gives even pressure going through the machine. We'll run that through, see how that is. So you're learning a couple die cutting techniques with the intricate dies doing it like this. So run that through and pop that out. And you'll see that here you'll have a little bit more cutting to do. That's just the paper wasn't completely cutting it out. I'm just gonna pop it out because you get the gist of that. So just make sure your paper that you're shimming with is covering the die completely, and that will cut it out beautifully. You'll see how this other end was done very well. So you'll just go through. So your secret is to just rotate that die, and that's just because most machines, the roller is hitting it all at once when it's going through. So think that roller, boom, it's done. It needs more pressure. So we're just gonna pop that out, start pulling that out, and you have this beautiful, beautiful die. Isn't that stunning? I love, love, love how that turns out. So couple different ways you can use this one. There's lots of options. You can just layer it onto your card. The sizes of these dies are listed, but I like to glue this onto the front flap of a card and use it as a decorative flap. So just imagine how that would look with some tulips or some beautiful dimensional florals on top. Or if you want to lengthen it, you can really alter this. So what I did here is I took a 5x7 card and just picked my background paper, and I split this in the middle so you can layer this on the top and the bottom. And then you could take one of those eyelet diamonds, layer that on top. You could take one of the basics and layer that on top as well. And you have that beautiful frame altered and lengthened, and you'd never know it. To look at some of the finished samples using the diamond basics and the eyelet diamond, you'll see that those are scattered throughout all the cards that I'll be showing. So I used that in the beginning, and this is a finished card with that beautiful decorative die on the very back. So you have the diamond and lace anchoring that, cutting it apart for that 5x7 card. So as we go through this, we'll just have some fun looking at beautiful ways you can layer these. So this is the Lacy Diamond with different layers just on that beautiful white paired with the cluster of flowers. So very stunning in subtle whites. Here it is on a 5x7 card with that opening cut in the middle. So you could pair those tulips, vases, have a quick, beautiful card. And then here's another one. This is the one sideways, pairing those beautiful accents. This is using all the pieces within this set. The center section is raised. So that gives a beautiful, fun card with accent vellum flowers. And then you have the die again with just different variations. Here it is cut apart on an A2 size card. Isn't that stunning with that little insert on coming in from each side? So lots of variations. Here you have the basic and the eyelet, and then paired with the Lacy Diamond one again. And then some of the Black Friday pocket dies that we came out with as well. Here we have a different variation too. So you have lots of accents with these diamond dies paired different ways. You can also use them together on that 5x7 card. Here it's on white and then on purple. Here it's in a stair-step card. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can actually pull that out, so that makes a beautiful tag as well. You can pop a sentiment from our beautiful sentiments we released recently as well. And then here's a kind of a side card. These will be on the blog with instructions too if you have questions on how to put these together. Creating with these basic and decorative diamond dies will allow you to really bring that elegance to those classic simple cards that you can pull together quickly for that last minute card that you need. Have fun using your creative innovations to create these cards. If you don't own your diamonds yet, make sure to get yours ordered today. I've added the links below for a quick and easy ordering. And hey, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to get subscribed so you don't miss out on our next video. Thank you so much for joining me. We will see you next time. Bye.